All right, guys, we're back at it again. Page 3 of the Lesson 2 problem set. As you can see, I drew all the place value charts already, just save time on the video. You can pause at any time you need to draw them or catch up. All right, 5. Explain how you solved 4 10,000s, 3 tens divided by 10. Use a place value chart to support your explanation. So let's just start with 4 10,000s. 10,000s right here, so put 4 in here. And 3 tens. So 3 tens. So when we divide by 10, we just move what we already have over to the right, one place value. So these would just move over here. So be divided by 10. So we have 4 over here now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same with these. This is divided by 10. We have 3 over here now. Okay. So now we have 4 in the thousands. And we have 3 in the ones. Okay. So what we're left with is 4,003. 4,003. So if you would like to explain in words over here, you could just explain how when you divide by 10, each place value shifts to the right one column. Okay? Because this originally was 40,030. So if you compare those two, really what happened was the 0 dropped off on this one. And the reason why that did is we moved everything over to the right one, and when we move it over to the right, there's no place value after 0, so that 0 is just gone. Okay? All right, let's look at 6. Jacob saved $2,000 bills, $400 bills, and 6 $10 bills to buy a car. The car cost 10 times as much as he has saved. How much does the car cost? Well, if we're going to find out how much the car costs, the first thing we have to do is find out how much money he has, because we know the car cost 10 times more than he has. Okay, so let's write down these numbers. So the first one, 2,000, he has $2,000 bills. Okay, so 2,000 plus, then it says he has $400 bills, so 400 plus 6 $10 bills. Well, I know that 6 tens is 60, so write 60 there, equals, add those up, he has $2,460. I'm going to put the dollar sign here, $2,460. That's how much he has. Now it says the car that he wants, I suppose, costs 10 times as much as he has saved. So we have to multiply this, that's how much he has saved, by 10. 2,460 times 10. Okay. So when we multiply something by 10, a nice little trick we can do is we can just add a 0 to the end of it. Okay. So this is going to cost 24,600. See how the only difference between this number, besides where the comma is, this number and this number is this has one more 0 at the end. So we would say in a sentence, because anytime we have a word problem, we want to finish it with a sentence. It says, how much does the car cost? We're going to restate the question. The car costs $24,600. $600. I put this over here to kind of show you how this works. So I'm just going to use numbers here. I'm not even going to use the discs. So I started with 2,460. Okay. When we multiply by 10, everything shifts over to the left. So 2 over here, 4 here, 6 here, 0 here. And obviously there's nothing, if there's nothing here, you have to put a 0. Okay. So this went, now the comma is always going to be right here. So if there was a comma here, it's going to stay right there. 2,460 times 10 is 24,600. All right, let's look at the next one. Last year, the apple orchard experienced a drought and didn't produce many apples. But this year, the apple orchard produced 45,000 Granny Smith apples and 900 Red Delicious apples, which is 10 times as many apples as last year. How many apples did the orchard produce last year? So this time we're going backwards because this time they're giving us the bigger number and we're trying to figure out what the smaller number is. We know what the number is, that's the 10 times. So to go backwards from multiplying, we have to use division here. This is a division problem. Okay, so, but first, because we need to figure out the total amount of apples. Okay. So the total, we have to add the 45,000 plus the 900 okay, that's 45,900. Okay, and this time I'm going to start over here actually, because we're dividing. Well, let me write the division problem first. So 45,900 divided by, what are we dividing by? It says this is 10 times as much, so we got to divide by 10 to see how much it's 10 times more than. Okay, so let's start over here. This time we're starting with the big number, 45,900. So 45,900. The comma would go right there if we were going to put the comma there. So the comma also has to be down here when we make our new number. Okay, so we're dividing by 10, so these are all going to shift to the right now, not to the left. And this 0 can't shift anymore because it's not going to go anywhere, so we'll have to worry about that. So it was 45,900, now we have 4,590. That's our answer. So to answer the question, it says how many apples did the orchard produce last year? We're going to restate that. We're going to say last year, the orchard produced 4,590 apples. Okay. All right, we're down to the last one. Planet Ruba has a population of 1 million aliens. Planet Zamba has 100,000 aliens. How many more aliens does Planet Ruba have than Planet Zamba? All right, so Planet Ruba has 1 million aliens. Okay, and Planet Zamba has 100,000. So if it's saying how many more, what type of problem is this? You should be thinking this is probably a subtraction problem, and you're correct. So what I want to do to make it easier for us to subtract 100,000 from a million, why don't we just turn millions into 100,000s? So 1 million is the same as 10 100,000s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kind of running out of room there, should have squeezed to the side. Okay, so then we're going to subtract, right? So we're going to do, basically what we're doing is 10 100,000s oops, which is what we have here. 1 million is the same as 10 100,000s. And we're subtracting 100,000 because we want to find out how much more planet Aruba has. So I'm just going to mark that one, go on, X that one out. So we should have 9 left here, right? So we're going to subtract 100,000. And if we count, we should have 9 left. And yep, that's right, 900,000. And we want to put that in a sentence because it is a word problem and I don't have any room. I'm going to have to squeeze it in here somewhere. They don't always give you the most room on these problem sets. So this is going to be hard. I'm going to say planet Aruba has, I'm writing really small, 900,000 more aliens than planet Zamba. Okay, I had to squeeze it in there. Okay. And lastly, write a sentence to compare the populations for each planet using the words 10 times as many. Okay. So which one is 10 times as many as the other one? Well, planet Aruba has 1 million. Planet Zamba has 100,000. So the planet Aruba is the 10 times as many, right? So the population of planet Aruba is 10 times as many as planet Zamba. All right, that concludes our lesson 2 problem set. This was a long one, 3 pages. They're not always going to be that long. All right, have a good day.